This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Bail hearing for alleged Aranco gang members again postponed. Reputed leader of the Clarion-based Aranco gang, Constable Tafari Silvera, and the 6 other alleged cronies were remanded Wednesday for the continuation of their bail hearing on November 23 in the Home Circuit Court. The hearing of the application was scheduled to resume Wednesday, but was postponed because of the absence of Justice Vinette Graham Allen. The 7 defendants are among 9 persons charged in the gang matter. 2 of the defendants were not brought before the court Wednesday. Silvera, who is accused of hiring 2 hitmen to murder a police informant, is among 4 cops implicated in the matter. They were arrested in March after they were fingered as allegedly being part of the 27-member gang. Silvera and the 2 civilians, Christopher Robinson and Mark Bennett, are also before the Home Circuit Court on charges of conspiracy to murder. They were arrested in relation to a plot to kill an alleged crony who was accused of being a police informant. The Aranco gang, which has a link to 7 incidents, is alleged to have been involved in shootings, burglary, robbery with aggravation, illegal possession of firearm, shop breaking, conspiracy to murder, and abduction. The offenses were allegedly carried out in Clarendon, Manchester, St. Elizabeth, St. Catherine, St. Mary, Trelawney, Kingston, St. Andrew, and St. James between 2019 and 2021. Alleged gunman shot in Lucy, hospitalized under police guard. A man who was wounded after allegedly engaging lawmen in a shootout Tuesday night in the town of Lucy, Hanover, has been hospitalized under police guard. His name is being withheld as the police continue their investigations into several crimes that they suspect he committed in Hanover. A policeman was also injured during Tuesday night's incident. His condition is not considered serious. A Browning 9mm pistol and 1 round of ammunition were seized during the confrontation, the police said. Reports from the Hanover police are that about 7:10 Tuesday evening, a police team was on patrol in the town when the man was seen driving a motorcycle with a pillion. The driver reportedly began behaving suspiciously after seeing the police. Lawmen attempted to apprehend the man, who produced a weapon. According to the police report, he was told to drop the firearm but refused to comply and instead fired at the police. The police reportedly returned the fire and the suspect was hit in his lower body. The police say his passenger escaped on foot. The incident is currently under investigation by the Inspectorate and the Professional Standards Oversight Bureau of the Jamaica Constabulary Force under the Independent Commission of Investigations. The incident comes in the aftermath of National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang's comment that the police should be trained not to miss when they come under attack by armed gunmen. Dead fish everywhere, say Portmore residents. Residents of Portmore in St. Catherine are reporting the death of a massive number of fish in the sea as a result of what they believe to be a form of pollutant. The news understands that on Wednesday afternoon, a larger number of dead fish was seen floating in the sea, stretching from the coast near Port Henderson Road to Edgewater. One female resident of Edgewater bemoaned that there was dead fish everywhere and called for the authorities to intervene immediately. I am concerned about the water in Portmore. We can't eat no fish because from Megamart go right round to Port Henderson Back Road, the water is contaminated. There's dead fish in the water everywhere. We don't understand what is going on, and this is not the first time things like this are happening in Portmore. We need help, she said. A male resident said he has seen a similar occurrence 2 other times in the past. About 3 times this happened in the water. Mullet are dead in the water. The fish them come up and gasp for air. When them do that, a dead them are dead, he said. Another male resident was astonished by the sight of the dead fish floating around and described it as a sheet spread over the sea. I've never seen anything like this in my life. The whole fish kill is spread like a sheet over the sea, and somebody must be held responsible. This is people's livelihood, and everybody is scared and wondering if the fish we are eating is safe, because obviously the sea is polluted. We believe the pollution is from a major business, but we are not exactly sure which one. Fishermen are grumbling because they don't feel anybody is protecting them. This can't just go silent like other times. Where is the National Environment and Planning Agency? I called their emergency number and I heard a recording that said the office was closed, and that was about 5 p.m. Everybody is now scared. I am scared now to eat fish because I am wondering why so much fish dead. We don't know what is going on in the sea and where it is coming from. We demand a full investigation and investigation into the matter. We need NEPA out here. Efforts to contact NEPA for comment proved futile up to publication time. Custody clash boils over in school. A frantic hunt for a child which ended in a showdown between a mother and a stepmother at a corporate-era primary school last Thursday has reportedly resulted in emotional trauma for the grade 3 student whose father allegedly breached the custodial orders. The mother, whose name is being withheld to protect the child's identity, told the news that the dispute emerged after the child was allowed to spend summer holidays with his father but was not returned after the agreed time before the start of the new academic year. Just in July, Charles Young, a legal officer at the Jamaica Central Authority, had warned the parents in the news article about custodial breaches that tended to surge in the summer, sometimes spiraling into transnational judicial battles. The mother, according to court documents, was granted primary custody of the child, but oversight of the child can be shared during holidays. The father, who is reportedly a member of the Jamaica Defense Force, was granted rights to see the child on alternate weekends, but is accused of backtracking on the agreed terms. I called him about August 13 and said, please bring back the child. He told me that he won't be able to do that because he registered the child in a different school, said the mother, who enlisted the help of the police to search for the father, who was not found at his last known address. I don't know where this man is, and the JDF told me from February that he is not an active member and that he submitted his resignation 12 minutes before I came. I went to JDF like 2 weeks ago and they told me that he is not active because they had one of the court orders for maintenance. The mother and her spouse embarked on a search of approximately 10 primary schools but narrowed the hunt to a particular institution after a photo triggered a tip-off. After initially being told by the principal that no boy with the designated name attended the school, the couple was allowed to conduct a sweep of the classrooms. It has emerged that the child might have been officially registered with the school. My partner saw him and expressed to the teacher that his mom was outside. The teacher came outside and said that's not the information he got, the mother said. The situation escalated when the father and the stepmom were contacted, and the dispute evolved into a brawl in front of the child, administrators, and other students. Police from a nearby station were called to intervene. The mother was stunned to see the child's father turned up in full army attire. I thought I was seeing a ghost because this cannot be the man that the JDF told me is not an active member. He is still a soldier. The next day I called the Up Park camp and got further confirmation that he is still a serving member, the mother said. The child was reportedly sweating and crying during the ordeal as he was barred from reuniting with his mother. Both of them decided that they were going to fight me for my child and that they won't let the child go until the father reached. Even though the police said I must take my child, it was a tug and pull because they were pushing me, the biological mom said. 2 weeks into the academic year, the boy is not settled in a school and has reportedly expressed a concern for his safety. The child is still traumatized. Even to go to the front of the house to dispose garbage, the child is looking left and right if the father will snatch him away, said the mother, who has been granted time off from work. She said she intends to return to court and apply for full custody. Children's advocate Diane Gordon Harrison said breaches of custodial orders are not uncommon in Jamaica, but urged the parties to pursue remedial courses of action. Her office is not routinely involved if both parents are represented by their own attorneys, she said. She has urged the parents and guardians to consider the consequences of their actions on children's psychological health. This is sometimes the most unfortunate thing because adults who are going through their marital or relationship issues sometimes are so caught up with that they do not focus on what their behavior will obviously mean for the child. Embarrassment, feeling very distressed about the situation, shame and torn as well because the child has a relationship with both parents, Gordon Harrison said in a news interview. Gordon Harrison revealed that the Office of the Children's Advocate has been contacted directly by children on its 24-hour helpline called the Safe Spot. The very first day that we launched the helpline, an 8-year-old child reached out to us saying that her parents were going through a divorce and she wanted to know how to navigate that in terms of her own happiness and what that meant for her as a child, the children's advocate said. It is a very real issue, and so through our psychologists and counselors at Safe Spot, we provide support for these issues and others. Safe Spot is available for anyone 18 and under every day, and it differs from other child helplines that specifically focus on criminal matters such as abuse and rape. It provides immediate assistance on issues such as feelings of anxiety or embarrassment. To contact the Safe Spot, call toll-free 888-723-3776, WhatsApp 876-439-5199, or direct message at SafeSpotJA on Snapchat and Instagram. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.